here was my observation, and they're random, about Bubba. One is, you remember when Todd Gilliland won that 2019 truck race at Martinsville, and he crossed the line, and the first thing out of his mouth, which should have been elation and celebration, was this resentment at the time towards Kyle Busch, his owner. And I'm listening to Bubba Wallace, in the car, and he's like, "Take that, haters!" and whatever. And then even in his post-race interview, where I thought he was going to probably lose it and cry, I sensed that there was some resentment and all that stuff. Not to say that that's wrong, by the way. I'm not suggesting that's wrong. This was authentic reaction, but it also sort of telling to me that his road is not the easy road. It is quite arduous, because if you're instinctually going right to that chip on your shoulder or that resentment of haters or people that disparage you or whatever, it's just telling to me that that's the first thing that comes to your mind when you win as you're crossing the line. I think it's unfortunate. I don't think it's wrong. I just think it's, a moment of honesty and candor and elation. But I'm telling you, man, he even said it in his post-race interview with you guys, Dale, he's hoping this is quiet him up. He even did the finger thing. Like, all of those little things just kind of reminded me of that Todd Gilliland where he was like, "Stay in your motorhome, MFer," whatever he said about Kyle Busch, his owner at the time. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I remember that.
Yeah.
I keep thinking of Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch gets out after a win and rubs his eyes like everybody's crying over this, he doesn't feel like he can get out and be happy and just have a real, genuine, happy
enjoy the moment
reaction. He feels like that he's getting out into a place where he is not appreciated. Like when he climbs out of the car on the front straightaway, this is Kyle. He feels like he gets out he's walked into a room where not everybody in that room is glad to see him. And so he gets out of his car and he'll have that reaction. It does suck, because you were like, you want Kyle or anybody to go, "Come on, just put it all. Can you not put that away?"
Right? Yeah.
Put it away,
just enjoy
man.
the moment.
Yeah.
Right. This is a good thing.
Be happy and do what you want to do.
Right.
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 And acknowledge the things that you want to acknowledge in the moment. But they feel so. I guess that they are such a witness to so much.
Right.
Time and time again, every single day, whether they're looking on Twitter or wherever they go, they face this frustration over people's opinion of them and the reaction to them, right?
And then my response to that would be stay off Twitter, but I think it actually fuels them. I think it actually fuels Kyle Busch for sure. Listen, I think he wants to be he's listening for those boos. And in Bubba Wallace's case, you don't think so?
No, Kyle Busch wants to be loved like anybody else.
You don't think
Kyle Busch wants to be Kyle Busch and anybody else, everybody else wants to be celebrated, put on the shoulders, walk down the fucking Main Street with the trophy and the flags and all the things. I mean, every driver, including Kyle Busch, wants to be thought of as Dale Earnhardt or David Pearson or Richard Petty, the man. Nobody's going, "God, I hope they give me some shit today. I'm gonna be motivated."
Well, okay, use it this way though. Maybe they think they're a better race car driver, a better competitor that way. Michael Jordan does. Remember, Michael Jordan would convince himself that person, by not saying hi to me as I cross paths with him in a restaurant, that is a personal attack, and I am going to go pour 50 on him tomorrow night.
Yeah,
I mean, like, he would do that.
Yeah, but then he would come out, but then he cried when people thought he was an asshole, and that kind of told Michael Jordan, like in the documentary thing, and I thought that kind of meant that he felt he had to do that for himself, but he kind of felt, he didn't like that part of it.
Deep down in the soul, everybody wants to be loved and appreciated, and that I think that if Kyle gets out and says that motivates me, I think that he wants it to, and I think that that's something that he's heard from Michael Jordan or somebody else as a way to take that kind of negative energy and turn it into something positive. But I don't truly believe that it actually works, and I don't believe that he really genuinely wants it to be that way.
Well, either way, listen, and none of us are saying that Bubba seeks out the kind of venom that he probably is exposed to. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, instinctually, when those moments were happening and he was showing that he carries this, resentment on him, this chip on his shoulder, and I'm like, man, I wish he could just sort of shield himself away from it somehow. And we all know, we go through spells where, I know that when people sit there and are going to talk crap to you, I know where to go to not be around it. Yeah. And, I feel like maybe there's places like that, but I'm not so sure that it doesn't make him a better race car driver at the same time.
I do feel like that when Bubba got out of the car, I felt like that he was in a bit better place. Now I know it was because some of that is because he legitimately went out there and beat them, right?
Yeah, warm out.
But I didn't really see like to your point about the haters and all that stuff. I feel like that he wasn't quite as bothered by it as he might have been or he had been in the past. He was kind of like, this is helping me a lot.
Yeah. He's racing with so much more he's carrying a confidence about him that I have not seen him carry. But, back in the past, and not that long ago, Bubba walked around and looked a little fragile. Like, the sensitivity would break him.
Just at Michigan, he had the little bit of, got emotional after the end of that race. Yeah,
exactly.
Well,
right.
that was a moment where you're thinking, holy smokes, this kid's feeling a ton of pressure.
He did well that day.
I know.
Yeah, but he still broke down.
Yeah, but I think that told us all how much pressure he feels.
Yes.
Like it's more than we thought, right? But since that point, I think he's had some more good runs. He's starting to build some more confidence. And then they go off and do what they did at Kansas this weekend. And everything's going in the right direction. And I think he after Michigan, I bet his phone was slam full of text messages from all kinds of people in the industry.
Supporting.
The Dale Jarretts, all those people, the Brad Dohertys. Hey, man. That ain't, you need to be happier about that result. You don't need to put that pressure on you. That should, let's think about all the good things going on. Let's think about the good direction we're going in. Let's focus on that. And then it seems like that's what he's been doing. So when he wins this race, he gets out and goes, hey, F you haters. And he celebrated. He was happy. Goes to victory lane. He's happy to see his guys. Everything's the way you would expect in terms of being able to have good enjoyment and a great experience. He was allowed, I felt, he allowed himself to enjoy that moment.
I'm proud of him, and I like it. I love the performance.
Hey, guys, I'm here to tell you 3 reasons why I love our sponsor, Tire Pros. Number 1, Tire Pros loves cars as much as I do. Number 2, they have great service. Number 3, they're committed to getting you back out on the road. Plus, they've got this really cool logo.
Dale, that's 4 reasons.
And they have over 600 locations, 24/7 roadside assistance, a great selection, and a best-in-class tire warranty. Tire Pros, love the drive.